this day, 20 years ago, Heroes 4 was released. I'm Jim, and let's celebrate this anniversary accordingly.
3DO.
My story with Heroes 4 begins in 2006. Back then I lived in a small rural town and played a shit ton of Heroes 2 and 3. Once, while visiting a shop, I saw Heroes 4 Gold Edition standing on the top shelf. I just had to get it, and after doing some chores for my neighbors, mostly mowing their lawn and watering their plants, I had enough money to buy it, and I was not prepared for what the game had in store for me. While Heroes 3 is still recognized as the best installment in the series and probably the most replayable game in the world, Heroes 4 is often forgotten and hated by the community. The saying "loved by thousands, hated by millions" fits here perfectly. The core of the game remains the same. You will collect resources and treasures on the map, the combat is turn-based as usual, and you are going to build structures in the towns to get better units. But there are 4 major changes. They drastically changed the gameplay, and I'm not surprised that many people were furious. The first major change is that in all the other games you would need to buy a hero, assign him some army, and go explore the map. Now the hero can travel by himself, and so can the units. This leads to the second change, which is by far the worst thing in this game: the fog of war. It's this annoying effect where you cannot see what's going on in the place you've just visited because you haven't left there any units. So you need to get some low-level units to scout the entire map and just stand there, so you won't get surprised by the enemy. While this is strategic for sure, it's also a waste of time and a mechanic I wish never existed in the first place. What's wrong with the way we've uncovered the maps in the previous games? Nothing. It was perfect. The third change is that heroes can fight in the battles. Literally. They're standing on the battlefield, they can be killed, you need to take their tombstone to the town to revive them. I love this. This is the only Heroes game where heroes are actually badasses. You can create a team of heroes without any troops and wreak havoc. Many people hate this, but I've totally embraced it, and it keeps me coming back to this game every year. The last major change is that you cannot build all of the creature dwellings and units cannot be upgraded. This is a bummer. Many people, including me, loved upgrading the units, and that's all gone here. It's Psychology 101. You don't want to be limited. Restricting which creatures you can recruit in your town based on what you've built is a bold move, but in doing so, they've alienated a lot of their fans who are used to getting everything, every building and every unit. This is not a big problem for me, but I understand that it might be to others. They've made some minor changes as well, but let's just leave it at that. Does playing this thing after all those years is still fun? It sure is. Leveling your hero, expanding your kingdom, all of this is still enjoyable, and the soundtrack is addicting. It's the best music in the entire franchise. I remember the first time I've played this game, I would just close my eyes and listen to the music for a while. It's that good. The graphics, on the other hand, are atrocious, but unique for sure. The story takes place right after Armageddon's Blade and introduces a new world, which actually gives us explanation to why everything's so different from the previous game. Heroes 4 got 2 expansion packs. The first one, called The Gathering Storm, is a banger, has the best campaigns, it embraces what made this game work: the group of heroes. The final campaign here might be the most fun thing that Heroes 4 has brought to us. The second expansion pack, on the other hand, Winds of War. Well, it brought us Spasmaticus. Winds of War is like a fever dream. I understand why it was made. 3DO was going bankrupt, they needed some money, so they forced New World Computing to shit out this unfinished mess, and it's not good. Most of the maps look unfinished, but at least we got Spasmaticus. You can scare your children with his face. After Heroes 4, New World Computing started working on Heroes 5, but the company ceased to exist because of 3DO's bankruptcy. It sucks because these guys made all of the Might and Magic games right up to this point. The rights to the Might and Magic series were sold to Ubisoft, who've destroyed the franchise, and I doubt we'll ever see a new one anytime soon. Hopefully we won't. The modding community is doing a better work for sure. Instead of playing Heroes 5, 6, 7, go and play Heroes 3 in the Wake of Gods, Heroes 3 Horn of the Abyss, Heroes 4 Equilibrium, Heroes 3 The Succession Wars, a mod which takes graphics from Heroes 2 and the gameplay from Heroes 3. It's amazing. Fuck Ubisoft, support the modding community. To sum it all up, Heroes 4 is a great game. It's not the best in the franchise, that title belongs to Heroes 2, but that's just my opinion. Overall, I would recommend everyone to play Heroes 2, 3, 4 and the modes. Don't waste your time on the next games. You can also try the first one, but it's slightly archaic nowadays. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, write down in the comments your memories of Heroes 4, do you still enjoy it, or are you one of the haters who thinks it's an abomination? I would love to hear from you. See you next time, bye bye.